Now the best man's gonna come up here and say a few words, so let's put our hands together for the groom's brother.
Evan?
Everyone hear me? I was shoring up the loose ends on this speech last night. My mom walked by the room and I was working on it, and I was kind of giggling to myself, and she said, "You know, Evan, this speech isn't all about you," and she's right. Tonight is not just a big night for me, but a big night for Chad too. And let's not forget Steph, this brilliant, amazing woman that had the decency to not plan a wedding during the football season. I'm going to just jump into my most memorable and probably most favorite story about my brother Chad. It happened, he was probably 5 years old and I was 7. And we were at my grandpa's farm. Oh no, that doesn't make sense. He was 5 and I was 10. We were on my grandpa's farm watching TV, and in Chad's innocence, there must have been a commercial about diapers or something, and he said to my grandpa, he said, "Grandpa, where do babies come from?" And my grandpa kind of gave out a little guffaw and said, "Well, how about instead of me telling you where babies come from, I show you. Go put on your boots and wait by the truck for me." So Chad and I went outside and put our boots on, and he evidently went and told my grandma what we were up to, and we were waiting out, and my grandma was looking out the window knowingly, and we started heading out to more of the farm area, to where the animals were penned in, and as we got out to the pasture, we got our answer to Chad's question, because as we looked out there in the middle of the pasture were my parents having sex. Now that you're all relaxed, I want to tell Chad what an honor it was for choosing me to be the best man in this wedding. I feel very honored by this, but also relieved, because when he asked me to be the best man, I actually had about 40% of the speech done before I ever got around to asking him. I've known Chad since college. We laugh about that, but there really was a time in me and Chad's lives where we didn't know each other that much. In fact, even recently, there was a bit of a disconnect. There was a story about the ring. I don't know if anyone knew the story where you bought the ring on Craigslist. Oh no, they met on Craigslist. Pardon me. I can tell you, growing up with Chad was remarkable. He was everything that an older brother wanted in a little brother. He was weaker than me, and he had the innate ability to keep his mouth shut and not snitch on me. And I can tell you, Chad, those will be characteristics that I will pass on to your children as their uncle sometime. But in the meantime, before you guys start having kids or thinking about kids, I'm just glad you have Stephanie to live your life with. It's nice. It's very nice that you have her. 2 years ago, Amanda married a fantastic man, and that leaves me, Evan Trofholz, owner and operator of Evan Trofholz Grounds Care, serving the Omaha and Greater Omaha area. You laugh like I don't have business cards in my pocket. Anyway, this speech is getting long, so I'm going to kind of race through some points here. Christmas was fun. Chad, you've been like a brother to me. And I started with the story, and I'll end with the story. When we were young, Chad and I slept in the same bed. I don't know, probably till about the same time Chad was asking my grandpa these disgusting questions. And we always traded off time, because he'd scratch my back for 15 minutes, and then I'd scratch his back for 15 minutes. And oftentimes I'd just pretend to fall asleep so I wouldn't have to get him back. But other times, Chad would scratch my back and he would hum, and it would actually put me to sleep. And he had this amazing, serene hum that would just knock the wind out of my sails. So to pay Chad back tonight and to get back to him for all the hums that I didn't do for him, if we could all just for maybe 20 seconds give Chad a collective hum. So I'll hum. Come on, everybody, hum.